NAB 2023. Roger made it over here from Thailand?
Yeah, I'm an Australian company, but we have a studio in Thailand.
Okay, so you came for, how long a trip was that?
It's like 3 hours, change planes, and then 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So
I'm used to it. Being from Australia, like we've always done long. What are those guys that do the recorders that record RAW and hook onto your camera?
Atmos?
Atmos, they're Australian. And
Oh,
of course,
okay.
Blackmagic.
Well, of course, Blackmagic. Well, they own this place.
Yeah.
You know, they just have. They
keep getting bigger. They're going to have an entire hall to themselves next
They will. It'll be the
Blackmagic
hall instead of the north, the west, the central, and the west.
Sure.
So tell me what's new with Coremelt.
Okay, so I mean, as you know, everyone has had to deal with the Apple Silicon transition.
Yes.
And for various reasons, that was actually harder for plugin developers than for standalone application developers.
Okay.
But what we have new now is our Coremelt Detonators plugin pack. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes, I can. But move it a little bit closer. Let me see if it stays. Yeah, that's right. Good,
Okay.
right there.
So this is a plugin bundle in which every product is both Apple Silicon and Intel native, and only just went up on the internet on Saturday, right?
Yep.
And there is upgrades for people who have bought our previous everything bundle.
Okay.
So if you go to the website, coremelt.com detonators,
Right.
or you can scan the QR code and see the details, both for new customers and for existing customers. Now, for new customers, wait a few days because there's going to be a sale. It's not started yet, but it'll start within 2 or 3 days.
Fantastic. That's an everything bundle?
Well, it's all our products that are Apple Silicon native.
Oh, okay.
There's a few of our products that we've discontinued because it didn't make sense to update them because the features they had are now default in Final Cut Pro.
Sure, exactly.
So that's the main thing. I mean, of course, we have other things in the pipeline, but a little bit too early to talk about them yet.
No, of course. Now that must have been a little bit of work.
This has been a lot of work because, Apple tells you Apple Silicon, it's just a recompile. No, it's not just a recompile.
Yeah, I know.
In some cases, we had to really rebuild them from scratch because some of the technologies we used are not being carried forward into future macOS versions.
Are the new technologies better than the old technologies as far as you're concerned?
Well, yeah, because obviously when Final Cut Pro started, it was based on OpenGL.
Okay.
And now it's 100% Metal. So that's the other thing now. All these plugins are 100% native Metal.
Metal 2.
Metal 2, yeah,
Metal
for
2.
better performance.
Yes.
That was also part of a transition as well.
Right.
And the way that Apple has designed Apple Silicon, you're definitely going to see incremental upgrades as they have, M1, M2, eventually the M3 chip, who knows?
Right.
But they're getting, faster and faster, and these are basically already ready to take advantage of any future improvements.
That's fantastic. That's a big deal.
Yeah, we're proud about it. But it's definitely been like more than 2 years' work.
And the sale starts, how long is the sale going to last?
Check our website, it'll be at least a week, and it'll be up there like within 1 or 2 days.
Fantastic. Anything else? Do you like NAB this year?
Yeah, it's good to be back. Obviously, COVID was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad that's gone.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
For sure, and hopefully be here next year.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking, fingers crossed, that the Creator Summit's coming back to Cupertino this year.
I really hope so, because I was quite disappointed that the Global Summit this year did not include Cupertino.
Yeah, exactly. Originally, well, yes, it didn't include Cupertino, because that's where Apple Central is. That's where the Final Cut Pro team is. That's where we had the special events where we got to see the presentations, and
let's hope it comes back.
I think it will, as long as the health situation, remains stable as it is.
Yeah.
So have you seen anything that you like especially?
Obviously we're looking at all the different AI solutions, if there's any way we can integrate those with our tools.
Right.
But there's a lot of hype about that, but there wasn't really much of it on the show floor. We were looking for it.
So there's more than one AI model? Is that what it is? Different?
There's lots of, obviously everyone knows about OpenAI and ChatGPT and DALL-E, but those are specific examples. There's lots of other people doing interesting things in more niche areas, some of
Okay.
which are very interesting to video editors.
Okay, because from the outside, I'm like, OpenAI, AI, machine learning, it's just,
I think it's like at this stage, it's not really ready to come down into the Pro Tools, because they obviously are going for VC dollars, they're going for
right,
big hype.
exactly,
So they're creating consumer tools.
right.
But I think within the next 6 months, we'll start to see those appearing in some Pro Tools as well.
Okay, now are your plugins using any of that stuff at this point?
Point is we're currently in the process of looking at which ones it makes sense to put into our plugins.
I see.
But the way we've got ourselves set up, we can do that fairly quickly.
Okay, well that's great,
Yep.
fantastic. Congratulations, I'm really glad you made it, so I got to see you again,
No problem?
because it's been a couple years.
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you, Roger. Coremelt.com.
Coremelt.com/detonators. For the new plugin
/detonators.
bundle.
That's a great name, by the way.
Thank you.
Good graphics, too.
Thank you.
Absolutely.